Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today I want to show you how to use a Stihl 2-in-1 chainsaw sharpener and how to know exactly which one to pick out for your chainsaw. Let's go ahead and let's go into the garage and show you guys how this works. This is the Stihl 2-in-1 chainsaw sharpener. It basically contains a few bars that help you guide it. This plastic piece that gets you in the correct orientation and direction to sharpen both the cutters and the rakes that are on your chainsaw chain. So on the sharpener, you're going to have these round bars that are going to be your filers that are going to file the cutting teeth on the chain, and then this flat bar which is going to help file down the rakers on the chain. Now these sharpeners will come in different sizes, so you'll need to make sure that you buy the one that's appropriate for your chain. The one that I have is 0.0325. This will work perfect for the chain that is on my MS250. So if you look at your chainsaw and the bar, if you're not sure what chain you have on here, a lot of times the bar will actually indicate what chain it actually uses. This one is almost wore off, so you may run into that with your chainsaw, but it does say 0.325 on this bar. Now real quick, the files are completely replaceable. This top portion right here will just pop right open, and then you can slide the files in and out. So if you need to replace the files, you don't have to replace this entire thing. So the first thing you're going to want to do is hold the saw down, and being that I'm at home, I can use this vise. I simply just need to position it correctly, and then I can take the bar from my chainsaw and I can lock it down in this vise. So whenever you clamp this down, you're just going to want to make sure that your teeth can move. So whenever you go to sharpen this, you can actually move this along and move from tooth to tooth. One thing that I really like about this sharpener is they've done a really good job about making this pretty much foolproof. It's got even a picture of the orientation of your saw right here and the direction that you're going to be moving the sharpener whenever you actually go to sharpen it. So on your chain, you're going to have some teeth that will cut with this direction and others that are angled at this direction. You're only going to sharpen one side at a time, and you're going to work your way all the way around the chainsaw. So this is the cutter tooth and this is the raker, and basically you want to file the raker down the number of times you file the tooth. What I recommend doing with this Stihl chainsaw sharpener is going 3 runs all the way through the chain, seeing if your chain is sharp, and then if you need to come back, you can sharpen it some more. One other thing I like to do is once I have the next tooth ready is put the brake on the actual chain. That way it doesn't move. You're going to pop this bottom file down in between the tooth and the raker, and this will sit on top of the raker. And then of course, remember, just line it up, this piece parallel with your bar. You're going to want to push back towards the tooth and then also down on the raker. And then basically you just make one smooth motion. And sometimes it can be kind of tricky when you first do it, because if the teeth are kind of marred up, it may catch a little bit. But do this 3 times, lifting up each time. Now that you've got this first one sharpened, go ahead and take a Sharpie marker or a piece of tape and mark that tooth. That way you know whenever you come back around, you're not sharpening everything over twice. Let's go ahead and let's kind of fast forward through this and show you guys how this works. Now that you've gone around and you've finished sharpening every other one, you can go ahead and flip this, and then you're going to go the opposite direction on the other side. Same concept. You want this parallel with the bar. You want this little bar to go into where the cutter tooth is, and then this to sit on the raker. And just simply repeat this process all the way around your saw. And then pretty soon you will have perfectly sharp teeth that will work great the next time you go out and use this saw. And there you go, that's how you use the Stihl 2-in-1 chainsaw sharpener. I love this. This is perfect for homeowners who don't sharpen a chain all that often. It really makes it simple. I'll go ahead and put some links down below. If you guys use those links to purchase this, it does help out the channel. I hope you guys subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.